Welcome to Inside Silver Ranch, a series where we learn more about the people and places throughout Bismarck's fastest growing subdivision. On this episode, we welcome back one of my favorite guests, Nadeane Silbernagel. Let's take a look inside Silver Ranch. Well, Nadeane, thank you for meeting me out here. We're sitting out at the park. I think it's been a couple years since we've sat down and had a good conversation about Silver Ranch and your family and all that good stuff. So just tell me, what have you been up to?
Have been enjoying life and seeing the progress that you're making out here with the parks and the different things, Jamie, and the school opening and all these different things that are happening. And so today turned out to be a beautiful day for you and the people to come out here, see the clouds in the park, and I'm glad to be here.
So we're sitting out at the park here today. It's beautiful. The park is amazing. I love seeing all the kids here playing. The park is named after Jim, your husband. So just tell us how you feel about that and what it has meant to your family.
This land meant a lot to us individually and as a family. We both enjoy the soil and the dirt and the activities. So now to have it named after him, because it's foresight that he purchased this land over 50 years ago. We farmed it, we rode horseback on here, and now it's going to be a park, a school, an area for families to be nurtured and grow up.
I know another thing that was very important to you and your family was the walkability and the trails, which we have a great start. We're not finished with all the trails because we've got more expansion coming in the future, but right now we have a lot of nice trails and it's walkable for all the people that live here. What are your thoughts on that?
The trails are very important to get out in nature and see the trees and see the breeze and see the clouds like we're experiencing today. I mean, it's exciting to be out here and be able to see that and experience it. Silver Ranch has these walking paths that are handicapped accessible. You never know when you might need a pathway that can bear a wheelchair or something, or a walker.
I saw the car today.
The car.
The car. I mean, you've been talking about this for years, about letting me drive it, and we're gonna go tear up the streets of Silver Ranch today, hopefully.
The car that Jamie's referring to is a '69 Pontiac Catalina. In the early '80s, Jim really wanted a convertible, and they weren't making them anymore. And so he tried out this and that and the thing, and then boom, I saw this Pontiac Catalina convertible, and he bought it. And it was the first car I've ever had in my name, Nadeane Silbernagel, and he bought it for me for Mother's Day in 1982, and it still runs. Donna drove it out here today.
So you ready to go take a ride?
That sounds like the best idea you've had yet today.
It's kind of changed a lot though, hasn't it? All the houses up here.
Oh, wow. Yep, this used to be, well, this hill was pasture land.
So this was pasture here.
Well, yeah.
Kinda. Yep.
And then
And then horses. Did you ride horses out in here?
we rode horses everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Everywhere. As part of our DNA.
And then with Jim working, he would what, come out here and farm in the evenings?
He would come home from work, from his office,
Okay.
from his profession, and he had his supper like a human vacuum cleaner and change his clothes and be out here. It was part of his life.
Part of his life.
And the family never said they were bored.
Right. Just amazing. I mean, I always love this view coming down Silver Ranch. You know, you come down Silver Boulevard here and you don't realize how much of a hill was actually here that you can still look south here.
Well, you see clear across the river.
Right.
And these homes, and when you're out here, I'm glad you pointed that out, you know? It's nice to have a tour guide.
Right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful looking out that way. It still just amazes me. I mean, you look at all the houses. Did you ever imagine you would see all these houses out here this fast?
Not really, but it was a good timing for us, and I think for you folks too.
Right.
For Silver Ranch to be a reality.
Well, and I think we needed the housing developments northeast here too. There wasn't a lot of options northeast of town. And with the way Bismarck's growing, it's growing, you know, northeast, so.
Well, this is just kind of cuddled right into Bismarck. I mean, it's right here.
Yep.
Right here. Works out well.
Well, Nadeane, thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure. It's always a great time getting to talk with you. And I just want to, thank your family for everything.
Well, if you're having as much a good time as I am, you're having a good time. Thank you for your time.
Connect with Silver Ranch on social media or online at silverranchnd.com. Thanks for joining me for this look inside Silver Ranch.